Today we're going to be learning how to trade Forex on TikTok. Let's jump right in.
I tested this trading strategy with 100 different trades over the span of 3 months and made a total profit of 130%. First, you
130%. Let me hear some more about this.
want to get on TradingView. Type in DEMA, then click this one, double EMA. Then you want to add the super trend indicator. I like this one by Kavan. Yeah, this guy. Once you have the indicators added, go to the settings of the double exponential moving average. Make sure you're on the inputs tab and change the length to 200. I'm also going to change the color of mine to blue. Then
okay, so he's setting up like sort of a moving average indicator on TradingView.
Go to the settings of the super trend indicator, change the ATR period to 12, and then change the ATR multiplier to 3. The strategy is simple. You can only enter a trade if the price is above the double exponential moving average, the blue line. If the price is above, you wait until the price closes above the super trend line and turns into a buy signal.
Okay, so he's sort of, it's like a like a reversal breakout sort of new trend emerging sort of strategy using this indicator that he's got on TradingView.
So in this case, you'd enter here. Set your stop loss at the buy symbol, and then you're going to exit the position.
So stop loss is right where the buy signal is alerted. Interesting.
Once the price closes underneath the super trend.
And so I'm assuming he's probably going to, at that point, take a sell trade going in the opposite direction.
Indicator, and then becomes a sell signal. So you'd sell here.
Okay, so does this work? Is it that easy? Well, I'm going to say that throughout my years of trading, no, it's not usually that easy. Purely technical strategies, people get really frustrated because they'll come across something like this and they'll go test it, right? And it'll work in certain market conditions, but it won't work all the time. This is where you very quickly realize, like, think about it logically. If it was this easy, right? Plot this indicator on your chart, enter when it says buy, close when it says sell, open up a sell, just follow that. Every single person on planet Earth would be doing that, right? That's why, people sometimes, indicators get a bad rep. People say like, oh, indicators don't work, they're stupid, because yes, they don't work in certain scenarios. This guy's concept here, looking for like breakouts like that, may actually be quite good, but as long as you have some sort of filter to only get you involved in this when markets are sort of favorable. In this case, you're looking for markets that are actually pretty trendy, because if you're looking for something that's trending well, you want to get into something that's going to let you basically trail stops. This is essentially a trailing stop. When it breaks back the other way, you want this market to not just chop back and forth from here, you want this now to trend the other way. So you're looking for a trending market. And so possibly a tweak to this strategy that you could consider in your back testing would be, well, let me make sure I'm only trading it in a certain trending environment. Maybe I use moving averages to line up a trend, etc. But again, anything purely technical like this with indicators oftentimes gets absolutely bashed in the comments because it's not that easy. It really is not. And that's why indicators, again, they get a bad rep, but there's nothing wrong with indicators. They're just an indication of what price is doing. But without context, a lot of times these purely technical strategies will not work.
For all the people that want to get into Forex trading but you still haven't started, I'm going to show you guys the 3 apps you need to start. So you're going to start off with TradingView. This is basically where you do all your analysis and perform your analysis. You don't buy and sell in here. This is just where you purely look at the charts, and you can just type in absolutely.
Unless, word from our sponsors, you trade with ACAP, which is linked down below in the description. You can trade directly on tradingview.com. You don't have to use MetaTrader. You don't have to use any other platform other than just TradingView. You can log in with your broker and place your trades directly on there if you use ACAP, link down below in the description. If you're outside of the US, if you're inside of the US, you can trade with what I trade with, is Oanda. Both of them are linked down below in the description. Click there, sign up for an account, and you can trade directly on TradingView. And it's an affiliate link, so you'll be helping out the channel. Okay, love you, thanks, bye.
Anything you want and it'll come up. Next, you need to find a trading platform, and this is where you actually place the buys and the sells. So for example, we have MetaTrader.
This is your backup option. If your broker's not on MetaTrader or TradingView and you don't want to switch brokers, of course, all the brokers pretty much have MetaTrader 4, or a lot of them have 5 as well.
And we have CTrader, and this is where you actually execute your trades, where you click buy and sell. And then finally, you need to find a broker. A broker basically allows you to create a live account, deposit money, and withdraw money on the exchange. The one I use is IC Markets. That's good for anyone in the UK or Europe. And then Oanda I know is quite good in America. To find a good broker, all you need to do is...
There you go, told you, Oanda.
This easy Forex strategy can make you $100 a day. First,
$100 a day, okay, I could use an extra $100 a day, here we go.
Identify a local high or low. This is a point off which the price bounces and reverses direction. Secondly, label this point as a resistance zone. As you can see here, the next time the price enters this zone, wait for your confluence and sell for minimum risk, maximum reward. Here's an example live on the channel.
So, again, going back to our first strategy, context is really key here, because here's the thing about double tops and double bottoms. They're double tops and double bottoms in hindsight, but never for sure in the moment. So even in the chart that he's showing, for example, let's say that on a lower time frame, see this wick right here? Let me actually get a pen, hold on one second. Okay, so even on the example here, right? Let's say you've got this high. And as price comes up here, you can't just blindly sell this, because again, if you just blindly sell this without any sort of confirmation or waiting for some sort of reversal first, you're just basically you're selling into an upward trend. You are hoping that this is a double top, but in this case, you can see it did not turn out to be a double top. So the problem with a lot of times when you'll see like technical strategies on TikTok and stuff, they'll always only ever be showing you the cases where it worked and never the actual scenarios where it didn't, where it would be very easy to take a trade and say, hey, it's a double top or a double bottom, etc.
So the price rose up here, bounced off this point, which we then labeled as a resistance. The price came up here again. We waited for our confluence, which was this.
Okay, so I do like what he's saying here. He's saying wait for a candle like this, right? Some sort of doji, some sort of failure to break the highs. That I can respect a little bit more.
Red candle right here. We sold at this point for minimum risk, maximum reward. For more tips like these, follow on Instagram.
Yeah, so, and here's the other thing, right? Going back to this, one thing you have to think about, every time you think about an entry strategy, you have to think about your exit as well. So
sold at this point, okay, minimum risk
into this market, right?
Maximum risk.
How do you know where to take profits? Because again, he just said, mark the support, right? So we marked that support. Many traders would just take profits there, right? Which I think would be perfectly fine. But then he mentions, well, we had all this way moved down here, right?
Maximum reward.
But how do we actually capture that maximum reward? Strategies to make $100 a day, you also have to include how you're going to exit and manage a position once you're in it. Despite that, I still think it's a good piece of content. I'm not trying to ridicule the guy. I think he's got a cool concept. He's talking about confirmations and that sort of thing. Just some additional context when you're thinking about strategy. The entry matters, but it's not everything. It's about how you manage the trade. How much risk do you put on the table? In order to make $100 a day, how much do we have to risk? All of these questions should be flowing through your head when you watch stuff like this, because again, yes, he's given us some important, some cool information, some technical analysis that could help, but we have to fill out the full picture before we go try and do this. Otherwise, we might just lose a bunch of money, right?
Your voice is broke.
Make money on the 5-minute chart using this strategy. In the indicators, type in higher high, lower low, and select higher high, lower low strategy by Lonesome the Blue. And then we also want to add RSI. Then go to settings for the higher high, lower low indicator and change left and right bars to 10 and turn off change bar color. We also want to add volume, and in the settings, we select volume moving average. To go long, we need to see a green higher low and a green higher high. Then we need RSI to touch the 50 level 1.
Oh, that's kind of cool. This indicator is pretty cool. It spots essentially the formation of trends, which is cool. That also
and then we must
the lines there, which is awesome.
Get a green volume bar, touch or go past the volume moving average. Then we set our limit order a bit below the current price and the stop loss just below the recent swing low. Our take profit will be at the most recent dotted red line. The trade becomes invalid if price retraces all the way back down past the green dotted line. Going short is the same, just in reverse. So we have a red lower low and a red lower high. RSI touches 50 and we get a red volume bar touch or above the moving average. And that's some nice profit.
Very nice. I mean, so I think overall this strategy is pretty cool. I think the indicator is probably optional, right? Just that concept of higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, higher lows, things like that, right? Understanding that concept is pretty basic technical analysis. You can just mark that with lines or charts, but it is a cool indicator. It marks it for you and sort of takes a little bit of the discretion out of it. So I do kind of like that. That's pretty cool, a little indicator there. And then incorporating confirmation with an RSI is cool. Again, all of these concepts, I definitely think you should go through TikTok, scalp the strategy out of the video, and then go test it on your own. Because again, here's another question. Which assets does this work best on? Is this better for GJ? Is this better for gold? And here's the thing. A lot of times you'll see those questions being put in the comments. Don't be one of those people commenting that question. go test it yourself. You guys are fully capable of doing that. You know, we have even done a partnership with Forex Tester 5, which puts together an awesome resource for traders who want to go spend time back testing. If you don't have Forex Tester, you can check it out. We'll link that one also in the description as well. We have a discount code for people who want to spend some time back testing. But with all of these strategies, go spend some time back testing, whether it's just on TradingView, MetaTrader, or if you want to invest in a back testing software to make it faster. Yeah, it's really worth taking these ideas and going and spending some time and like trying them out. Because again, you have questions you need to answer. How are you going to scale out? Are you going to take the whole trade off, as this guy is mentioning, at the reach of the previous low? Or are you going to try and trail stops and let that thing run further in case the trend, because you can even see in the video, look, it actually went further. There was more profit to be made. So these are the things that professional traders and traders, every trader that I know that is profitable has spent many hours back testing their concepts. So they actually have an idea of performance, which assets they should be trading, how much risk per trade they should be taking. All of these things cannot be handed to you on a silver platter. I know it would be nice, but I've never met anybody who hasn't spent countless hours in a back testing simulator. So I've never met a profitable trader who has not done that hard work. So get out there and do some back testing. That's my message for you today. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll be back with more content like this in the future. Thank you for watching.